Hello friends, I'm Siddharth and today I'm going to talk about the difference between goal planning versus tax planning. On this topic I have made another video, that is the part 1. This is part 2. In this part 2 I will talk about the 3 more differences between the goal planning versus tax planning. If you have seen my first part, therein I was talking about my conversation with my friend Ritesh. So continuing that, I am going to talk about the 3 more differences. So difference number 1 is the vision. Now vision in this case, it means that in the case of financial planning particularly, you are provided with a long-term vision. Say over the next 20-30 years, you are having 4 or 5 different major life's goals, or otherwise known as the milestones, like buying a car, buying your own home, then your children's postgraduate education, undergraduate education, their marriage, and finally your retirement. These are your major milestones, but you are provided with a roadmap, you are provided with a life journey chart. That is a long-term vision. So you know exactly where to go, how to go, using the different products, and where will you reach, in how many years. That is the meaning of a long-term vision. But there is no such long-term vision, my friends, in the case of tax planning, because tax planning is having a short-term vision of 1 year, because you do every year only tax planning. You do every year the act of investing into some tax saving product for the purpose of saving tax. That is the having a short-term vision of 1 year only, and it does not also lead you to the achievement of any goal and no direction at all. Second point, my friends, it is about the frequency. In the case of goal planning, or otherwise which we also call as financial planning, the frequency is like that. The way in which you can understand this point, you will have to do your goal planning at least today. Suppose I mean to say you are doing your goal planning today for the first time in your life. So after doing for the first time, you need to come back to your financial plan or to your goal plan, revisit your plan every year. Just like an annual health checkup. We go to a doctor every year to get our full body health checkup, or for different diseases we get our body scanned, different blood tests, different diagnostic tests. Why? What's the aim in that case? To find out if we are having any early signs of diseases. It can be solved in a more easier manner. Why? Because if the diseases are caught in a early stages of early stages of disease, I mean to say. So it is easier to be solving them. It is easier to solve them. So similarly, if you don't revisit your goal plan or financial plan every year, how will you know whether your train is on the track, whether your train is going slow, or whether your train has crashed down? Now you can say that, Siddharth, how come you are comparing the example, how come you are giving the example of train? I'll explain that. Since you are investing into some different products, which are the suggested suitable products as per your goal, as per your financial plan, so it can so happen that the suggested equity portion has crashed. Why? Because equity market has crashed, or debt market has given you very good return, and gold has given you so return, very minimal return. So don't you think it's a good idea to revisit your plan at least once in a year? I mean to say after 1 year from the point where you have begun. Or the other way around, second scenario, equity market has not crashed, equity market on the other hand has given you very good return, stupendous return, but debt market has crashed, and again gold has given you so very minimal return. So you need to revisit your portfolio status as to where has my train reached in the entire long 20-year, 30-year journey. Mind you, in the long 20-year, 30-year journey, where is my train reaching? Is my train on the track, or has the train slowed down, or has it crashed? Don't you think it is very important for you to check at least once in a year how well are you doing? I mean to say, how well is your portfolio doing? That is the exact meaning and explanation about the word called frequency. It used to be done annually, my friends. But in the case of tax savings, frequency is what? Every year you are doing only tax saving. Mind you, the proper word is what? Only tax saving. The aim is only to not to give tax. But if you go with this practice of tax saving, what are you getting? No goal linking and no proper money whenever your goal arrives, because in the first place you have not linked any tax saving product to your goal. So the purpose of saving tax is not served. Although you do end up saving tax, but then what do you get? If you continue doing only tax saving every year, after a few years you will get a long list, a long portfolio of various tax saving products. But are these products linked to each goal? No. So you might not reach your goal because you have not planned for them in the first place. That's how it goes. Oh, I forgot to tell you one point about the frequency, about the frequency explanation. That point is very important. Actually, my intention to make this video, it will not be fulfilled, or the benefit will not be fulfilled if I don't explain to you this point. The point is that why do you need to revisit your goal plan or financial plan every year is that your life circumstances might change. Like after 1 year from now, you might become a father or a mother, I mean to say. That is an addition of a new family member in your life. So more responsibilities on your shoulders, or you might lose your job, or you might get a big promotion, or any such circumstances which will lead to a change in your financial life. Then don't you think it is a good point? It gives you a good reason to revisit your financial plan. How can you adjust your financial plan as per your changing life circumstances? This is the biggest reason, my friends, why you should revisit your goal planning or financial planning every year. I mean to say once in a year. And even if you don't have any such circumstances changing, still I strongly advise that you should revisit your goal plan every year just to check whether the train is on the track, as I explained to you earlier. Okay, now let us talk about the third point and the final point. That is the point of benefit. What is the benefit which you get if you adapt financial planning or goal planning? The biggest benefit, my friends, if you adapt goal planning is that you will get the right amount of money at the right time whenever the goal arrives. Remember, we have been talking that you are having different 4 or 5 goals, say at a gap of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So you need the correct amount of money at the correct amount of time whenever the goal arrives. That is the aim, that is the benefit of doing proper goal planning. And compared to this, if you do only tax saving, there is no benefit. But yes, let me tell you, don't be discouraged. Tax savings can be done properly, provided you are viewing that tax saving not as a separate year-wise investment act, but you should view the investment planning, you should view tax saving as a part of goal planning. Tax savings is actually a part of the goal planning. Goal planning is a very big concept, within which tax saving is a small part. So if you do goal planning, you will be having 2 benefits actually. You can reach your goals, number 1, and also you can save taxes at the same time. Whereas if you do only tax saving, you will only save taxes, but you will not reach your goals, because at the cost of repeating myself, you are not linking any product to any of your goals. That's the biggest difference, my friends. So I hope you have also understood, just like my friend Ritesh, that as to what's the difference between the goal planning and tax saving. So now just think about it. Have you been doing it correctly? Think of what you have been doing so long. If you might have been earning for last 1 year or for more than 1 year, think of what you have been doing. Whether you have been doing tax saving only or somewhat goal planning. In any case, I strongly recommend, my friends, you should visit our application Kredent Money and check the section on goal planning as well as tax saving, tax planning, and check it with your finances as to how you have been doing and how it should have been done. And then please adapt the proper recommendation. I will tell you only this much in this video. I hope you have liked my explanation as to what's the difference between the goal planning and tax saving. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you.